Hi. Yeah, I'm not dead, first of all. Second of all, if I sound a little out of breath or if I am a little shaky, that's because I just got back from a driving lesson and it exhausts me physically and mentally every time. So I'm really sorry for that. Anyways, I wanted to talk about some stuff today. I tried live streaming, but well, OBS didn't seem to want to record my audio, so what we ended up with is just game audio, which is not the point of a video where I talk about stuff. So, yeah, a real update video in that's not rambly and a mess will follow next week. And first things first, I will be able to make videos regularly again. The reason for that I will explain in just a second. So, yeah, what do I want to talk about? Yeah, also, if I'm gonna be making videos regularly again, it might mean that I will be making 2 videos per week. Why that is, I will also explain in just a second. If I can get to a point where I can look down into my notes without being killed. Just a second. Yeah, right. If you don't know, I have been on hiatus for I think it was 4 months by now. I uploaded the video about the hiatus in May, but I went into hiatus in March, so there is that. So let's talk a little bit about this channel and what I have planned for it in the next few months. I have 2 videos on character writing, I mean regular writing and not specifically for games. One of them is about making, in quotes, stock characters. They're not really stock characters, but how do I make characters quick, basically. Then, if I manage to finish it, I will make a video on my first novel. Of course, if I manage to edit it in the 6 months that I'm here. I have also planned a video on game design versus narrative design because that's kind of been a recent topic for me. Then I have, of course, the video about my second year of game design, which is probably gonna be a bit longer than the one about the first year, but that's kind of just a prediction of mine for the moment. Then let me just check my notes because there's nothing happening on screen for now. Yeah, let's get to the reason why I'll be able to produce videos again regularly, and the reason is that I will, with a certainty of 99%, spend the 5th semester at my parents' house. The reason for that is that I'm kind of stuck in a not good situation. Let's express it a little carefully. The 5th semester is supposed to be an internship semester for everyone at our uni, basically. The problem being that I did not find an internship in time, which is quite unfortunate because I've been applying since March and I had a job interview. I will get to that in just a second. I had a job interview a month ago and there have been some complications with that. The complications being that they said I had my internship, my job interview. I had that on the 9th of June, if I'm not completely wrong. I'm gonna stay here in the level for a second. I'm not editing this. This is all like kind of a live stream, but not really. So yeah, they said that they will. I had my job interview on a Tuesday, and they said that they will get back to me until the end of the week, which means Friday. But they didn't. So I wrote them an email on the next Tuesday, but they still didn't respond. So what I did is, because I do need to know if I get the job or if I don't, because I need to tell my professor and my uni about that. I need to hand the contract in. So I decided to call them. It currently it would be 2 weeks ago, I think. Let me just check that real quickly. I think it was 2 weeks ago, but it could be last week. Wait a second. This was on the 23rd. And the 23rd was 2 weeks ago. Okay, so it was 2 weeks ago. And they said, the HR person said that they were sick for a week, so they kind of had to catch up with everything that had happened in that week. And I said, well, it would be kind of nice if you would tell me if I got the job, which, by the way, was a QA job. So it's not like I'm applying to be lead game designer or something. It's just like an internship for QA, which is like the most basic of the basic. And they said, well, we will get back to you at the end of the week, which I called them also on Tuesday. Then, plot twist, the day after I called them, 2 students, which are studying with me, said, well, we got the QA job. And I was kind of sitting there like, okay. So I tried to call them again today, but I couldn't get through. Maybe kind of I don't know what it was. So I wrote them an email and I was like, is it correct that this is a rejection? Because if it isn't, my internship should have started on Monday, by the way. Today is Wednesday. So there is that. I'm not angry that they didn't give me the job if I'm not qualified enough, because they were looking for RTS people and I'm not someone who plays a lot of RTS games. I can completely understand, but they just didn't say anything, and that's what kind of makes me a little bit angry. Not even that 2 other people got the job. That's not the point. The thing is, I'm currently stuck in what I call waiting and management hell, which means that my future for the next 2 years will be decided next Thursday. And I have to wait. And I've been waiting since the job interview, because that's just how things work around here. What that means is if we don't get an internship, there is a last resort that we can take, which is a free project, as it's called. I don't know what's officially called in English, but in German it's called free project. And that's like the only thing I can currently do. The thing is, it's not 100% sure if our professor will accept that. If he will... Wait, what did I call it in my notes? Just a second. Well, give me just a minute. Where is it? I have written down what the correct term is. Anyway, approved. Approved is the right word. So it's not 100% sure that my professor will approve it. And the thing is, if he doesn't, then I kind of have to stop studying, because of multiple reasons. To make it short, we don't have the money to pay for 1 semester extra, because that semester would be considered not a real semester and like a semester off, a holiday semester. So we cannot pay for that, and I will not receive my state program funding, which I usually get for that time. So I cannot do anything. And you could say, yeah, you could get a job. Yeah, but that's basically what the internship was for. And I'm not 100% sure that I will get a job in 2 weeks, because I've been waiting for since March for an interview. I wrote to around 8 or 10-ish companies or studios, and 2 of them have responded. One of them said, hey, we don't have the staff to supervise you at the moment. And the other one was the one I never heard back from, which is not even a scam, because it's a legit company and 2 other people got a job from. I'm not going to say any names because I don't want any trouble. But it's just absolute garbage because nothing is sure. Everything's kind of up in the air for a moment, and well, enough wallowing in self pity. I think that's basically most what I wanted to talk about. Anyways, even if the professor doesn't approve the project, which I'm like 90% sure that 90s may be a bit much, maybe I'm 40% sure that he'll not approve it. I will still be making the project. I will be pitching because what else am I supposed to do in those 6 months I'm here? And that's the reason why I'll maybe make 2 videos a week, because one of them will be a regular video and one of them will be a kind of development log, what I've been doing that week. And yeah, I think that's basically all I wanted to talk about. So yeah, thanks for thanks for listening.